Nighttime in the city. People crossing busy streets are silhouetted in the glow of headlights. On top of the old Hancock building, the light flashes the forecast, and the scene is reflected in the glass of the newer Hancock Tower. What does that damn flashing blue light mean, anyway? A lonely saxophone fills the air in front of the T-station at Government Center, punctuated by the sound of coins hitting coins. You hail a cab. Kenmore Square, you say, and you're off. Above the cackle of the two-way radio is the sound of U2 and another nighttime music marathon on BCN. The cab barrels down Cambridge Street towards Storrow Drive, and your destination, a city, races by. A high-speed dream, until you arrive under the big light of the Citgo sign. Jay Giles fades away as your cab heads up Comm Ave into another Boston night.
In Boston, Massachusetts, where she lives.
Please come to Boston for the springtime.
People say in Boston even beans do it.
Boston, 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 back up to Boston.
Boston at last.
He may ride forever, leave the streets of Boston.
Boston, if you please, Massachusetts.
I'm here today to do the very final shift at WBCN. The first one I did was, I think 1981, maybe 1982, December 18th. I came in at 4 in the morning on a snowstormy night and played my first song, which is a David Bowie song. And I'm proud to have been chosen to take us out, to be the executioner, to give that lethal injection. So we're going to have a party. It's going to be great. I've been working on this for a while. It's not going to be sobby. We're not going to wallow in our own self-pity. And we're not going to wallow in our own perceived tremendousness. I'm going to tell stories, and I'm going to play the rock, and you're going to do the math. Almost time, brother. 15 minutes to blast off.
My name is Hardy. Bradley J. is joining me and Robbie Roadsteamer in the studio now. Bradley, you have the honor of taking BCN home tonight.
Yes, testing 1, 2. There we go.
You will be on up until, everybody wants to know, midnight. Midnight,
yes.
Right up until midnight, and that will be the final transmission for WBCN.
Yes, it will be. And I urge anyone who has friends that grew up listening to WBCN together, why don't you call them up and maybe go hang out and have a little house party. At least call them up and listen together. Don't listen alone if you don't have to. Go hang out with some friends and listen to the final, what's the word? Celebration, I'll use.
Final celebration broadcast, and everyone who has asked, number one, what's Bradley going to do on his final night? I said, only Bradley knows. And number two, they say, well, there couldn't be a better person to do it. So, Bradley, you are everyone's first choice to do this last show.
WBCN Boston, this is it. Eat, drink, and be merry for tonight. It's all over. It's important that you listen. It's important you listen with friends if you can. It's important to tape it or record it in some manner if you can. This is the final show at WBCN Boston. A lot of folks say, what's the last song going to be, Bradley J? Well, it's a secret. We'll get to that. But more importantly right now, what's the first song going to be? It sets the tone for the whole thing. And it says a lot of stuff that I won't have to say.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Road runner, road runner.
Clearly the sentiment there is this is the day that if you're a WBCN fan, your life will certainly change. I am not going to do a group of thank yous at the end of the program because, frankly, I won't be able to speak. However, I will, throughout the program, tell stories and anecdotes about key figures. Some of those stories, I think those key figures have even forgotten about. Well, let me relate one now. One person I will thank is Oedipus, of course. I mean, imagine if I didn't. The hell the rest of my life would be. No, Oedipus gave me a chance, and Oedipus would stick by you. You get the gig, and then he sticks by you. If there's issues, he gets both sides, and if you're right, he'll stick by you. He protected us from a lot of stuff. And one story about Oedipus, there will be 2 or 3. And Oedipus, you're going to be surprised that I remember this. Back in the day when there was lots of money in the 80s, WBCN had a ski team, but the ski team didn't just go up north to New Hampshire. The ski team took a plane load of BCN listeners to Colorado for a week. Can you believe it? So they got a whole American Airlines plane full of BCN listeners, and we went skiing for a week. And Oedipus on the flight, we all got kind of loaded. And Oedipus decided it'd be cool BCN thing to do, as he was always thinking about the station, to welcome everybody aboard the flight. So he picked up the microphone on the plane, which today would end him, get him like 15 years in jail. And he got on the mic and was like, "Hey, everybody, blah, blah, blah." And, the attendants rushed him at all. But that, my friends, is the kind of dude he is. Not the kind of dude he was, the kind of dude he is. He really wasn't afraid to go for it. And this next track is sort of a Nocturnal Emission-esque song. And this one's for you, brother. Into the Future.
Good.
All right, it's 10:15. We're 3 hours and 15 minutes through the final show. And it's going much better than I could have ever have hoped. In the beginning, I was barely able to speak because I was overwhelmed and getting choked up. And I thought, oh, God, I'm getting choked up. Now, it's going to be murder at the end. But somehow, all the old friends, the DJs, Tammy, Heidi, Catherine, Lauren, talking to Oedipus was great. Calmed me down. I felt much better. And the music is really good. It makes me feel good. So in general, I'm feeling good and feeling like I can get through this. Finish the rest of my little talk to you right on the air here. Okay, man. Dude, I made a terrible mistake. I didn't bring beer. That's terrible, man. But it's, let's see. It's 10:19. Beer time is less than an hour and 45 minutes away. What's it going to be like? What's it going to be like when the plug gets pulled? What's it going to be like when it really doesn't exist anymore? It's hard to know because you can talk about it, you can conjecture about it, but you won't know until just after midnight. And there will be no BCN. There will be static. It's going to be a brave new world. And here's how it's going to go down towards the end. I'm going to play I Feel Free. In a way, this is cathartic and liberating. It really is. And, of course, it was the first song played at WBCN as a rock song. Then we'll play the final rock song. That rock song is a secret. What do you think it's going to be? Put yourself in my place. I was entrusted with choosing this song. It has to have the gravitas to, measure up to this moment. I don't want it to be sappy like This Is the End by The Doors. I don't want it to be goofy like Video Kill the Radio. Okay, this is a song that I will be judged by throughout eternity. I am not about to make a mistake. So I want you to kind of discuss among yourselves. If you were me, or if you were whoever's sitting in this chair, what song would walk the line? What song would do it? What song would no one ever be able to question? What song would always be, oh my God, it's the perfect song? I feel confident that I have chosen that song. See if you can, just take a wild guess. I can pretty much guarantee you're wrong.
A new Boston sports radio station.
This is so intense, twisted, and weird, and tremendous all at the same time. People, I had no idea. So many people had the secret number. It's been ringing. It rarely is. People I haven't talked to in 6 years pick this moment to call me, not knowing that it's kind of an insane time. But it's all good. It's kind of, I have the hurricane thing, which I enjoy. It's an hour and 15 minutes till the very end, till we go to static. No one knows what that's going to feel like, including me. And we're all going to find out together. By the way, any idea what the last song will be? Do you, huh?
People come from
I'm not
all
telling.
over to
Secret.
buy my
WBCN Boston, Bradley J. I've been charged with bringing it home. This is the day your life will surely change if you're a rock fan or a BCN fan. In 70 minutes, we will go to static. There will be static. And I urge you to stay and listen to the static because only then will it hit you. It's gone. All right. Old school BCN played a bunch of songs in a row. Let's see what that feels like. I have something here for, pretty much everyone. Some of you punk people are going to go, oh, my God. And some of you hair people are going to go, oh, my God. Let's just do it, babe. Barb. Here you go, man. It's WBCN. It's for the punks. Punks like Oedipus. It's 104.1. The Rock of Boston, the Boston Concert Network. Do a little paperwork here. Actually, get a snack. Monster. This is just like the River Raid, baby. Did you hear those mixes? I hope. I gotta get one of those lights. All right. This is where the rock happens. Show the people where the rock happens. I'm a terrible board operator. Well, not terrible. Don't tell anyone, but it was never my strong suit. I'm a talker. A rocker. And Oedipus is joining us in the studio. He couldn't stay away because the show was so tremendous. Am I correct? Let me turn on the microphones here. Wait a minute.
Nothing works in the studio anymore.
You're just talking the fuzzy thing.
I know what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead. No, trust me.
plug
Things will
doesn't
not
work.
disintegrate. Things are going to stay excellent, but it's
I came in because I heard the beer call.
It wasn't really a beer call. So it's good to have you here. Remember?
So you needed a beer.
Hey, why don't you do me a favor? And I'm serious about this. Your theory on management. Your management. How did you deal with the jocks? I mean, you had a certain way you did it.
Woo. I hired the absolute most creative people I could possibly find in the universe. Not just the country, the universe. I looked around the world, and once they were here, it was like, do your thing. Okay, here's how we do it. Do it, make us better, make us great, and go for it. Here are just kind of the rules and regulations. We have FCC rules and regulations. And make the station the greatest station ever. I've told them the history of the station, how it started from Danny Schechter and Sam Copper and Norm Weiner and Peter Wolf and what they meant to the station and J.J. Jackson. I said, this is it. You're next in line. This is the great tradition. You have to live up to this. And who do we hear tonight? Tammy Heidi.
Yeah.
The best women in rock come out of Maxan. We get Tammy Heidi. We get Catherine Lauren. We have Juanita. We have the most Elisa Traxler. We have the greatest women ever in rock. Okay, and not only women, just great DJs.
So the key is to hire good people and let them go.
No, the key is to hire the best people.
I see.
Not just good. You can't just be good to be at BCN. You had to be the best, or you didn't last.
Do you have? So I don't know if you went into this last night, but you were constantly putting out fires. What was one of the biggest, craziest fires you had to put out? Like a real BCN bad fire.
Oh.
Something that went terribly awry, like something with a promotion. What I'll do is this. I'll play a song.
Yeah, give me a moment to think about this. There's so many fires.
I'm hitting you with the heavy stuff.
Oh, my God.
Here's one for you. I know you're going to like this one. This is, I think, probably a pretty Oedipus track. The Undertones at Teenage Kicks.
Teenage Kicks. Oh.
If I can get it to go.
He's a major record label dude now.
This iTunes stuff is just, difficult. No.
I don't think that's the Undertones. Close, but no cigar there, dude.
Teenage Kicks is all blue. It looks like it's supposed to be working.
I know. All the CD titles are... Oh, there it is.
There we go. Okay. Just pretend I'm Charles, all right? WBCN. This is it, baby.